All right, what's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. I'm here with my homies Ben, CJ. You guys know the fucking fellas. Hopefully, you guys will be able to join in. I will be posting the link on YouTube in the comment section on YouTube. Of course, as always, it's fucking issues with fucking YouTube, as fucking usual. Yeah, I know. Imagine that, dude. How fucking unusual. Hopefully, it should. It's been working like, you know, for the past couple times. So the problem is it going out getting notifications, man. What up, Sean? How you doing, brother? And hopefully that works for you guys. So I figured we would just bullshit about whatever. Let me pop the chat out. Move that over here. Notification, you got it, Wade? All right, sweet, man.
Drink this cigarette?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good cigarette.
The best. Fine premium tobacco.
Dry leaf tobacco.
Unbelievably grown right here.
Right? Yeah, you know. What up, Arthur? How you doing, buddy? Who cares what you think? Golfman, Warren, guys doing good, Forerunner? Hey, you got on finally. I saw that it said live on my dashboard. I went to the video and nothing was going on, so I figured it was messed up again, like the other day. Oh yeah, it's because like I said it, and then like I'm still fucking like doing shit and making sure everything, like the camera and the mic is all set up and everything, and so it sends out like the notification that I'm about to go live. So that's what that is. Arthur, what's up with all the TGE sites? What? So, what is a TGE site? You guys know what that is? Is that a thing?
Is that like a typo?
Yeah.
He's got some fine tobacco too.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Considering I just mowed the lawn for 3 hours. Fucking, where are you at? You have to mow the lawn now, dude. Like it's fucking like over here, like no one has to mow a lawn now. It's
not at 9 o'clock at night. Almost,
yeah, so
that late.
Well, obviously, it's in a different part of the world, you know. Oh, with all the sightings. 57 Iron Man saying the sites. What sites? Oh, all the sightings. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. Maybe somebody on here can help. I was reading an article the other day. The one that shows you about the nun and the crazy writings and all that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, bullshit article, whatever. But it makes reference to a sighting of object battling in like 1567. Does anybody know?
Yeah.
Is that part real or?
Yeah, you're talking about the Nuremberg incident,
yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's an ancient wood cutout. Before printing presses and shit, they would do like wood carvings, and so they would like have the whole news story like for like on a piece of wood basically, and they did this this woodcut or whatever where they spoke about objects coming in the skies, and were like attacking each other. Like some of them were cylindrical, like cigar shaped.
They were all like
some were spheres, you know, balls. Some of them looked like flying crucifixes, like crosses, and they were all flying around the sky. And this was reported in Nuremberg in 1547 or 1514 or something. Dude.
It was later 1500.
Yeah, you know, and
never heard about that. So that's
it's a real famous case.
A real thing then.
It's a real thing, dude. Cool. You know, that fucking, so it's like, that was like one of the first like UFO reports, you know? And I mean, like the stuff, the way they were describing the UFOs is the same way we describe UFOs today. And back then they thought it was a religious thing. They thought it was God, you know, they're like signs of God, you know? And, but
now we know different.
Yeah. Today we say it's UFOs, you know, like that's what we describe as UFOs. It's an ancient is a sketch. It's just a woodcut from the 1500s. Yeah, exactly. You know, which is, you know, I don't know if you want to call it ancient or not, but it's fairly fucking old, you know, if we're talking 500 years, you know, for a a UFO incident to be recorded. I think that's what's important. There's also like recorded UFO incidences in China that go way far back, and the description is again of gods or whatever, but today we would say it was, you know, a description of UFOs, you know, like fucking flying saucers and shit like that.
So why is there more UFO sightings in Mexico than there is anywhere else on this continent?
Okay, so we've tried to answer this question before. Ben's asking, why are there more UFO sightings in Mexico than anywhere else in the world? And I believe I have the answer for this, and that is because Mexico City,
Yeah.
is the world's most populated city.
Yeah.
There are more people in Mexico City than anywhere else on the world. You
So
know?
you want more people to see them when they show up.
Well, if you're going to go and visit a planet and study the planet there and study the creatures on the planet, would you not target the place that has the biggest population?
Well, is that where the sightings are? They're all in Mexico City?
Well, that's where a lot of them come from, is Mexico City in particular. Mexico City has a ton of reported UFO sightings. And also, not only that, but Mexico City is built over or next to or on Teotihuacan. And that's the city of the gods.
Yeah.
And that's the giant pyramids there in Mexico.
Plus, they got really good, spring break places.
Right.
Not Mexico City, dude.
Not Mexico City, I'm talking
Puerto
Mexico.
Vallarta.
Yeah, fucking Mexico City. They got great kidnappers there, dude. Is what they got in Mexico City. Fuck that,
Yeah,
dude.
there you go, abductors.
Right?
They just want to fit in.
When were the Nazca lines made roughly? The academics claim the Nazca lines were made around 2,000 years ago. So right around the time of Christ is when claims that the lines were made. How do they judge how old the lines are? I don't know. I don't know. I'm good, man. I don't know why they even make that, even give it that date. For one, because they have no way of dating lines. Okay, say you want to date a megalithic object. How would you do that? Well, they would use carbon dating. And what they do for carbon dating is they actually would dig underneath the megalithic object. They would dig under it, and then they would find organic material. And then through the organic material, they can calculate the rate of radioactive decay. And that's how they get carbon dating. And so how would you do that with the Nazca lines? Would you just dig under a line and find something organic to test? It's like, how does that prove when the fucking line was made? You know, I mean, I don't see how that would even work, you know, but.
So why does nothing grow in the lines?
Because nothing grows in a fucking Nazca desert, dude.
Okay.
You know?
Then, well, what makes the line stand out away from the rest of the landscape?
They broom it away, literally. They just take a broom.
They keep it up, then.
No.
No.
Nazca is a place, it just so happens that it never changes. Like there's no like rainfall, there's like no wind.
No erosion.
Yeah, like no erosion. Like the sea,
Right.
the sea actually makes this wall where the storms from the sea will come in and they just roll back over top of each other and they get stuck like off just the way the Earth's shaped and shit. Yeah, so Nazca just never sees any big winds, it never sees any rains, and so the lines are there for all time, you know.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty fucking neat, dude. And you gotta think, what ancients knew. How did they know that that desert stays like that? They would have had to, you know, figure this out over generations, you know. And I mean, a lot of generations, dude, to figure out that, oh, this never changes. Or they, you know, or anyone would assume, yeah, the grass is going to grow, or the flood's going to come and wipe it away. So, better than that, man. Yeah, it's like a chalky substance, isn't it? Yeah, what it is they sweep away the top layer, and what they reveal is the bottom layer, which is like a clear white kind of crystalline carbon, you know, some kind of like a rock or sand or whatever, but it's just a lot lighter colored, and they just sweep away the top layer of brown dirt and shit, and that reveals the Nazca line. And what's interesting is people in the like Inca in Cusco and La Paz and shit like that, they do these celebratory dances for the ancient people of the ancient Incas and shit. And one of the dances, it shows all the warriors like dressed up, and they have these like leaves, these giant palm leaves or something like that, and they're like sweeping the ground with them. And I'm like, that dance is a direct reference to when the ancient people made those lines, you know? And it's like fucking, I'm not even sure if how many people of them actually realize that that's what it's doing is showing an indication of how they made the lines. It's just like a reference for it. So, I mean, that's fucking.
So if it's out there in the desert and it's all that harsh, and I'm guessing there's no people who live right around it, right?
Well, yeah, no,
Okay.
it's pretty empty.
In all these hundreds of years, nobody, no hoaxers ever gone out there and tried to put out another line or anything?
You know what? You know how fucking difficult it would be to make one of those fucking lines? Just because the lines never stop.
They
Dude.
got people that go out and replicate the crop circles.
Oh, yeah, you know? No, I actually showed a video where they have other people went out and made lines because they wrote their name and shit like that, you know? Yeah, so people do that, but the Nazca lines are so big. We're way too fat and lazy today. Just any human today is just way lazier than they were back then because, yeah, there's no one going out and doing that. Exactly, nice and fat fucking Americans, man.
I'm not fat, but
That's only plump, my friend.
But you ain't getting my ass out there.
Sean is saying, I think the lines are laser cut from the sky.
Metal.
Why would they have to be laser cut? It's just sand.
Wouldn't they be glass then?
Don't read this out loud. You're going out east, in East Tennessee. So anyone from East Tennessee, I need you to go and read Just a Guy's comment, so we can help a brother out. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
What up, Harry Toe? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so everyone make sure you go and read his comment. I think a carbon dating is bullshit. 57 Iron Man. Yeah, you know, I think that, you know, he's also saying it's theoretical, 57 Iron Man. So he thinks carbon dating is bullshit. It's theoretical. I agree. Only because that is, you know, what I described earlier is how they do carbon dating. How, yeah, I mean, how is that when you want to date an object, by dating a certain object, like a fucking like the fucking Stonehenge, okay? You wanted to date Stonehenge, they go and they dig underneath Stonehenge and they just find some organic material underneath it and they date that. And that's how they say, oh, that means this is when this was constructed. You know, in a sense, okay, it makes sense.
Blocked out the light.
Well, like think about this. Like, yeah, when you fucking build something right there, you would go and check because the material underneath it, you would go and check what's underneath it, and that would say, okay, well, when it was here, you know, anything below this had to come at this time, you know. So if it says that this has been here for, you know, the carbon dating is saying, you know, it's 2,000 years old, then, you know, that means that the fucking construction was there for 2,000 years above it.
What I don't get is how to get that. Like, how do they know? You know how they say soil, dirt, and then it's like iron and all the other stuff.
Like the geological, yeah.
Like they just come up with that one day.
You
know, and that's what they're using to do what you're talking about, right?
Kind of. Well, they're using the radioactive isotopes inside living matter. So when something dies, the radioisotopes, they have a rate of decay that can be measured, that they can calculate. So, you know, and it goes for fucking, you know, like ever until it's not organic anymore, you know, until it becomes like petrified or something like that. And so since it lasts such a long time, you can use that to date by saying, okay, well, it stopped, the radiocarbons stopped at this time. So we can go back this many fucking, you know, this many years. And they give like a rough estimate of when it's, you know, and it seems to be fairly accurate. However, when they start jumping up into millions of years, carbon dating just doesn't seem to work. You know, like it seems like, because they're going from literally like 30 million to 45 million years, you know, it's like 15 million years is not a fucking, that's not a timeline you can play with, you know, it's like, how, you know, it's a big fucking chunk of time, dude. It's like,
what the hell happened in between?
What happened in 15 million years? You know, I'm like, this something fucking could have happened, you know? So, you know, that's why it gets a little fucking weird for me. It's really good in some instances. Yo, what's up, Kyle and all? What's going on, Gyro? 57 Iron, right? 57 Iron Man saying the decay of radioactivity is theoretical. And that too, you know. Versatile, what's it say? vertical dinosaur bones and shit, right? And the decay can be altered. Well, no, the it's not the decay, it's the rate of decay of radioisotopes. So it's on how fast that they decay. I don't really think there's a way to alter the rate of decay. I mean, it could be. Maybe there's some fucking like maybe there's some kind of chemical that might alter the rate of decay, maybe on something. Maybe a magnetic field. I don't know. Shit. On the periodic table, every day, what is that? Evady element has half a life and wait, what is it? Sean, rewrite that one word.
Every element has a half-life. A periodic table, every element has a half-life.
Is that what he's saying? Every? Is it supposed to be every?
Yeah.
Yeah, on periodic table, every element has a half-life. Yeah, I know.
Maybe he just meant to write every element.
Yeah, okay, that's what I think you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the D in there.
Of course, every element. That's duh. That's the periodic table, dude. Kills and alter the dates. I'm not sure why the environment can alter the rate of decay of levels of carbon. How would that work? AKA volcanoes and such. How does volcanoes matter? When you're measuring the rate of decay, it's on the subatomic level. The volcanoes can't interact with it. That doesn't make any sense, man. Yeah, like you're talking on the scale of like atoms, like the subatomic level that's where you're measuring the rate of decay for radioactive isotopes. So the outside environment, aka volcanoes or whatever the fucking, it could be a nuclear bomb, is not going to affect the fucking what happens on the subatomic level. That's the the fucking, it's simply too small.
I idea what the hell he's talking about. You lost me a long time ago.
Don't worry, I'm used to it.
Subatomic levels and shit. I'm new to this. Start
slow baby steps.
Yeah. Like, why did they call aliens green?
What are we talking about? We're talking about
Little green man?
How you know they're green? Nobody's ever seen one.
I don't know what these fuckers are talking about. Little green man. Wonder where little green men came from, yeah. Because if it was Mars, wouldn't you think people would think it was like little red men or something like that?
They say nobody's seen one, so how do we know they're green?
Well, everyone, in like cartoons, I think say it's green. I think in real life, everyone says gray. Gray.
Yeah, gray man.
Gray aliens.
I'm gonna laugh when they come down and they're fucking purple.
Right.
Bright ass purple.
Or just completely translucent. You see right through them.
I'm gonna laugh when they come out and they're just like Fred across the street. Right. Just like a dude, like, hey, what's up, dude?
Oh,
you guys are the wackest fucking aliens, dude. It does, dude. I'm not making it up. It's from the scientists.
Not the scientists.
Yeah, what are they saying? They're saying that the volcanoes affect the rate of radioactive decay. I want to see how would that even matter? Well, no, that shouldn't even matter. It might affect the material that you're taking the date from. Okay. I could see how it would affect it that way, but it's not going to affect the rate of decay, which is what we were saying, is what you were saying. So I think there's a difference there, actually, that, we're not talking about the actual subject, the thing that they're testing, but the rate of decay is what you're saying is not that it can be, affected by, outside sources. And I'm saying it fucking can't. It's simply too small, but the object you're testing, that could be fucked with. I'm sure that could affect the dates. My homies don't pay attention in school, dude.
No graduating here, man.
It makes things seem younger by adding the element that's being decayed. So, okay, so yeah, so that's not interfering with the rate of decay. You see, that wouldn't be interfering with it.
Things can't be changed on a molecular level now.
Well, yeah, at that point, when you're at a subatomic level, you're not going to have anything like from our universe, like fucking that's gonna affect it.
Yeah.
You know, it's so fucking incredibly small. You know, you can't fucking do anything to it. But if you're talking about the material itself that's being tested, and the ash or whatever,
Yeah.
the carbon or whatever that you know gets into it could affect the dating process. Yes, that could do it, but it couldn't affect the rate of decay, which is what we were talking about. Yeah, giving false results. Exactly. Tom is saying that samples used for radiocarbon dating can be contaminated, giving false results. Exactly right. But the rate of decay wouldn't be affected for where it's, you know, slower or faster than what it always is. You know, that wouldn't be affected by it. So light spectrums could what?
Why don't any of these people come on so I don't have to read all this?
Right? So ever watch the videos from those kids and Zimbabwe alien UFO encounter? Yeah, just a guy. I did a video on it called The Children of UFOs, dude. It's one of my best videos, man.
So did they ever confirm whether that was a setup or whether they all of those 94 kids or whatever it was really
64 kids, man.
64?
Oh yeah, no, they I mean basically everyone just accepted it as true, you know.
Right.
Like I'm saying, you can't get 30 kids to stand in a line.
4 kids.
You know, exactly. You can't get fucking any amount of kids to do the same fucking thing and not have one of them fuck off and, you know, fuck everything
Especially
up,
if
man.
they're getting interrogated one by one by parents or whatever. This is
My
where
daughter would take
switch
care
up.
of that by herself.
Right.
You know, and one of them's gonna admit it to everybody, but no, they all said the same thing on what they saw and what happened. I mean,
never buried, huh?
yeah, and you got John Mack, who's professor emeritus at Harvard, all right, and the head of their psychology
All saying the
department.
same thing.
He went and investigated it, and he came back and said the kids saw a fucking UFO. The kids saw a UFO land, and aliens get out, walk around the craft, then fly back up to it and dive into it head first. He's like, that's what happened.
Like doing a safety check or what?
That's what they did, man. Apparently,
Light checks.
apparently
Synchronized swim.
they
swam
walked
right
out-
into a fucking UFO.
yeah, it's weird. The kids, this is how they described the aliens getting back into the craft, is that they flew up and then they dove into the top of the metal craft head first.
I'm gonna have to look
Wow.
into this. What was this called?
Zimbabwe UFO incident, or the
Yeah,
Ariel,
spell Zimbabwe.
the Ariel School UFO incident.
Bobway. Next Mississippi.
What were we saying? Just stating environment can alter the timetable for objects. Oh yeah, no, exactly. That's why I don't trust. That's exactly why I don't trust carbon dating. You know, it just seems there's too many ways you can't affect it like that. Like the environment can affect it. Not understanding the stuff that you're actually sampling, you know, and understanding how radiocarbon dating works and shit like that. Because I've seen a lot of people who've done, yes, please, who've tried to do radiocarbon dating and they completely fucked up on their dating time, you know, like just, you know, it's such a fucking, not many people do it like as like a science, like a lot of amateur people just do it. And, you know, they'll send a sample off to a lab and get it fucking tested. And they'll send the same sample to like 2 or 3 different labs and they'll get a bunch of different results, you know? So it's fucking weird.
Work
Yeah.
with the shit then.
No, it's fucking, that's why I just don't trust it, you know? I mean, the results will be like similar, but sometimes they can be really far off, you know? And so it's like, it's really hard to trust. Now I'm sure there's other ways of dating. I'm just saying that radiocarbon dating, I'm just, you know, there's too many flaws in it for me to say, yeah, especially when the dates that they're given on stuff always appears to be wrong. Like there'll always be other empirical evidence that we find that shows that this date is completely wrong, that it's got to be this time. And people, it's like, oh, well, we'll just ignore it. You know, carbon dating still is fine. It works fine. Yeah. You know, it's like, but you were wrong, you know, so it's like your dating method was wrong.
So I missed the show earlier. What was that about?
Which one? The Pentagon?
No. Crap. This last one you just did.
The deep state UFOs? Yeah, we're talking about the last.
Men in Black.
Yeah, that's yeah. The Pentagon fucking released information letting everyone know that they had been investigating UFOs from 2007 to 2014. They were doing this inside in a secret room inside the Pentagon, like within the Pentagon itself. They had a fucking whole division there for investigating UFOs, man.
So they basically came out in public and said that they lied.
We're the Men in Black. Yeah, basically, you know, they investigate UFOs, even though no government official was supposed to, or office is supposed to be investigating UFOs, because the investigation into UFOs ended in 1970. All right, with the end of Project Blue Book, which was a 20-year investigation. They ended it because they're like, they concluded that UFOs do not pose a threat to national security, and we're going to stop investigating them. You know, basically, to me, that's saying, yeah, they're real, but you know,
we don't think they're going to hurt anyone.
They're not going to hurt anyone. So, yeah, they are full of shit because they never stopped investigating, right, Sean? That's what I'm saying. And they say that this program was started up in 2007, I believe. So it's like, and they said it's already ended.
What do you think?
Right.
Why do you think they would want to lie to everyone?
Well, it's like, it's funny because they already did lie. It's like they were investigating it for a long time, and never said shit. I think there's even more divisions that investigate UFOs, and this one just got fucking, you know, busted out. Yeah, you know. I mean, I bet you there's a bunch of other ones that have investigated.
They just gave up one to take the attention off the rest.
Exactly, you know, because it's like, it's not going to be just one. You know, the Air Force is going to want to investigate UFOs, so that's one company right there. Then NASA. The CIA is going to want to investigate UFOs. NASA would want to investigate UFOs. I mean, there are countless agencies that would want to investigate them, you know, and learn what they could about them. So it's like, fuck, dude, there's got to be a couple more programs.
Most of them probably do investigate them and just lie to each other.
Maybe they are saying, yeah, they are real, but they are ours. You know, they could be saying that, but I mean, when you're investigating UFOs, you're not investigating your own aircraft, you know? It's like...
So with the big telescopes we have to see light years into space, right? Mm-hmm. And our rather wide gauge, right? How come we've never gotten a sighting, or is it just not publicized that there's sightings?
First of all, with one of those big telescopes, all right, you couldn't ever see anything that was even close to Earth. You know? Yeah. So,
but I mean, I just mean see one traveling through, just, you know.
Oh, if you're just talking about astronomers, you know, like fucking people who study the stars and shit, you know, people always ask, they always say, how come astronomers don't ever report UFOs? That's bullshit. They actually report UFOs all the time, dude. You know,
but people just push it off as fucking like some bullshit story that's being put in the newspaper again.
Well, yeah, you know, like fucking. I mean, it's like, do you normally just go out and read UFO reports? No one does. You know, so that shit just gets by everybody.
No, but what I'm saying is, with the telescopes that we have to see, you know, way out there, there's never just been one, you know, just traveling through, and you know, then we could see it's on telescope. You think have
no. See, when the telescope is that fucking, when you're looking that far, you couldn't see anything on. Or it would
no, I'm not talking about near Earth. Just anywhere out in the fucking universe, man.
No, I doubt it, man.
You just see them flying around.
Well, I don't think there's traffic or anything.
Oh no, I mean, you got like red lights and stuff. You know, move your shit out the way.
Exactly. You got to think about that. If you were looking out into space, you know, you wouldn't see anything flying around like aircraft or like spaceships.
It would be like looking at
because it would be literally flying at fucking billions of light years an hour, like fucking, you know, for it to be moving around through space, you know, at those distances. So you wouldn't see anything. No one's ever reported anything like that, you know. But astronomers report UFOs all the time. But you know, a lot of times astronomers are looking at one little speck of, you know, piece of sky, and that's their whole focus. They're not actually looking around. You actually have to be checking out the whole sky, because one could fucking pop up just over, you know, Charlie's house across the street, you know. I mean, it could be like right fucking there. It might not be way up, you know.
If you're looking at little tiny pieces in this direction,
exactly, you're going to miss it, you know. So that's why I can see a lot of them are missing it. Big, exactly. Obama on Jimmy Kimmel said if you help fight AIDS, he'll show the files on aliens. When? What? He didn't
Never
say
heard
that. Yeah.
That Obama, that's what they. Is that the leader we're going to show? You know, show me to your leader. We're going to bring him to Obama.
Don't
Oh,
give
you
him
know who
Trump.
you? Yeah, no, I'm showing him to Trump. I'll tell you that,
I
dude.
mean,
You know
that's what I mean. Are we going to bring him to Obama?
You
I
know
mean,
who
yeah,
you take him
Clinton,
to?
Or
Actually, there's it's this girl. She's got an Indian name. I can't pronounce it. It's fucking hard to remember anyway. But there is an ambassador for aliens. Or if we ever meet aliens at the UN, at the United Nations, all right, fucking at that thing,
diplomat already.
there's a diplomat for in case we ever meet aliens. So I'm like just saying,
That's
there's
right.
no diplomat for ghosts. There's no diplomat for fucking Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying?
So why would you want
UFOs
them?
is a different story. They're like, that's fucking, there's a real thing to that, It's like they probably know there's a real thing to it. And I mean, you got to be stupid to think we're alone in the universe. So, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you have a fucking
a liaison?
A fucking
Well, I mean, it's
diplomat,
huge,
you
but,
know?
like how big is like trillions and trillions of fucking.
Well, to you, motherfucker, it's endless.
That's what I mean. So
You know?
like, if they say that we happen because of the whole Big Bang theory, then
Well, I'm sure
how could
other
that not
life
happen somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm sure it's
totally.
happened fucking
There's
millions
other
of
life
times.
out there, definitely.
That's it's like small quadrants of time. What's he saying? Fuck Obama for that. The spaceships move extremely fast. Like who's not fighting against AIDS? Like what the fuck is this? The 1980s and 90s? It's like AIDS is still a thing. I thought that shit died out, dude. Big Bang is pure speculation. Well, of course, it's pure speculation. No, we do because somebody was here at the beginning. Fuck.
I've seen that shit. I was there.
Sean, don't fucking get kicked out, man. Fucking putting up motherfucking Alex Jones, dude. He knows I hate that shit, dude. How he puts that shit up there, dude. Anyway, Big Bang is God, in my opinion. That's why God is in everything. See, that makes more sense to me. I like that, dude.
I like that kind of.
Yeah, and if you have money, they cure that shit, dude. Right? I mean, fucking Magic Johnson doesn't even have like AIDS anymore,
No
dude.
shit.
That'd be easy.
Like fucking, he didn't have enough money. He didn't have enough money, man. Fuck, dude. You gotta sell more than 150,000 units. Fuck.
You got it from Suge Knight.
Gotta show that shit off.
I was like, "Where's my lighter?" Oh yeah.
Fucking 007 over here.
Would you like
Yeah,
that?
how the fuck is he still alive, right? Just the guy? Exactly. How the fuck that dude, he's still alive. He's fucking he's like AIDS free now, dude.
And broke.
I wonder why some of the medium level UFO channels have been getting terminated without explanation. Secure Team 10 has done a couple of vids on it. Do you think it's related to disclosure? That's an interesting question, Tom. I don't know. I mean, maybe disclosure's coming. What channels did they get rid of? Is it like bullshit fucking UFO channels? Well, I mean, fuck, there's so many of them, dude. That's like fucking, that's why it's important that we stay the way we are, That's why it's important, man. You're not going to get kicked out. I'm just fucking with you, dude. It's because you're Jones. I hate that shit. I'm not kicking you out, you fucking idiot. And send aliens to Alex Jones. Yeah, that's fucking what we would do, right? Yeah, send Alex. They'd fucking blow us up, dude. They'd get back on their ships and like exterminate this fucking planet, dude. Holy fuck. Yeah, what channels, Tom? Can you tell us what channels were getting shut down? Last day, some lady was going around putting AIDS-infected needles under gas pump handles. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, fucking
breaking the needle off and sticking it in the hand when you grab it.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
That's shitty.
Giving a bunch of people fucking AIDS, man. That's terrible, dude.
20 years from now.
right? Man, that's fucked up, dude. Oh yeah, Alex Jones was hilarious on Joe Rogan podcast. He was fucked up. That shit almost got his fucking kids taken away, dude.
Really?
Yeah, man, fucking, because his wife and him were getting a divorce, and the lawyers were trying to use his show, as a way to show the judge that, hey man, this dude's fucking crazy. Don't fucking let his kids, stay with him. Let his kids go to his wife. And yeah, it's true. His show is fucking crazy, man. But you don't fucking take a man's kids away, fucking period. That's fucking bullshit, dude. I don't care how crazy his fucking dad is, man.
Danger.
Exactly. Unless he's a fucking, a clear and present danger right there on the spot. You don't fucking take a man's kids away. That's fucked up. I don't care what kind of craziness he talks about on the radio. Yeah, exactly, man. That's fucked up, dude. I don't think his wife should have ever used that shit against him, dude.
I don't think anybody should use somebody's kids against them.
And fucking, I don't fucking like Alex Jones at all. This dude is fucking crazy. He's gonna get someone fucking killed one day, all right? But he's not going around killing anybody at the minute, So I'm just like, I don't think it's kind of fucked up what they did trying to take his kids away like that, man. So that was bullshit, man.
Think they just threatening with it to shut him up, or they're really trying to get his kids for him like that?
Like really trying to get his kids. I think it was. I think it was just for more alimony money. If the wife has full custody of the kids, then Alex has to pay her more money. And so I think that's why all fucking parents fight for that shit, dude. Or all rich parents or whatever. Sean's saying his wife is a bitch using his kids as leverage. That's fucked up, right?
Totally.
Yeah, I don't like that shit, dude. And it's like, and I got no love for Alex Jones, man, and everyone knows that. But for that part, fucking, as a fucking man to man, dude, that's fucking bullshit, dude. The Kepler Telescope channel was also erased. I don't know if it was legit channel though. The Kepler Telescope channel, that got erased. Okay, if that channel got erased, let me tell you why. That's because they are not content creators. They are re-uploaders. All right. All they do is re-upload other people's videos. And so that's why, and they uploaded fucking, and shit like that were from, production companies and shit. So they're going to end up getting hardcore copyrights. And I bet you they were just, got a bunch of strikes and they were finally like, boom, got rid of it. Yeah, the thing is, you got to, know what's up with the fucking channel, with the channels themselves. Like, what kind of content are they putting out? And I know what kind the Kepler Telescope puts out. I used to watch it. That's why they got that's why they would have gotten, taken off of YouTube is, because their channel isn't, they're re-uploaders, man. They're not content creators. Do you think an ancient advanced civilization of humans or other beings lived in Antarctica? I mean, that's possible. I don't think that anything they're finding like now is because of an ancient, there is nothing going on with Antarctica now except fucking scientists like going down there. There's no paranormal stuff being found, no fucking ancient cities or pyramids or anything like that, any evidence, not a photograph, nothing. All it is stories on the internet. That's it. Some fucking YouTube videos with a computer voice narrating over top of it, and that's all.
Anyone else find that irritating?
I know, I can't stand that shit, dude. Oh fuck, I gotta go.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. We gotta go, you guys.
Commercial.
Yep, I'll be back.